Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa. On today's episode, I want us to talk a little bit about understanding. I want us to explore the notion that our comprehension is limited to our current level of understanding. So, let me anchor today's episode on this statement. You won't understand anything above your current level of comprehension. Let me repeat that. You will never understand anything above your current level of comprehension. You will never understand anything above your current level of comprehension. It is your level of understanding that will determine whatever you eventually understand. What is your capacity to comprehend what you are hearing right now? What is your capacity to comprehend what you are reading right now? What is your capacity to understand whatever it is that you are watching right now? Let me illustrate this by a story. Let's name the guy Thomas, all right? Let's name the guy Thomas. He's a high school or secondary school student that is studying for the advanced mathematics. And as he progresses through his coursework, he encounters complex mathematical concepts that are beyond his current level of understanding. Instead of giving up now, this is where Thomas got it right. Instead of giving up, Thomas seeks guidance from his teacher, attends additional tutoring sessions, and got his fellow students to teach him some things in tutorial sessions, and he immersed himself in books and online resources. And as he expands his knowledge and deepens his comprehension, the once incomprehensible concepts in further math and advanced mathematics begin to make sense. Thomas realizes that his understanding is only limited by his level of comprehension. So for him to understand more, he increased his level of comprehension by actively seeking to grow. And by seeking to grow, he breaks through those limitations. Be like Thomas, all right? Know your limit. Know where your understanding level stops. Then increase your level of comprehension for you to be able to understand more. See, I think it's Albert Einstein that said that the measure of intelligence is the ability to change. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. So for you to show people or show yourself that you are an intelligent person, do you have the ability to change your mind, to change your action, to change your habit? Do you have the ability to change? See, to truly understand our comprehension, we must be open to change. Do you understand me? For us to truly understand our comprehension level, our comprehension capacity, we must be open to change. We must be willing to challenge our beliefs, and we must also be open and committed to continuous learning. So embrace a growth mindset. Recognize that your current level of comprehension is not fixed. This is not how God, in quote, made you. This is not how life, in quote, made you. This is not because you are in Nigeria or one country in Africa. This is not because you are an African. This is not because you are born in a family that nobody went to school. That is not it. The level of comprehension that you have right now is not fixed. It can be expanded through intentional effort and a thirst for knowledge. So I want you to go out and seek out for new experiences. I want you to read different and diverse perspectives. I want you to engage in meaningful conversations with people that will challenge your ideology, that will challenge your current level of understanding, that will challenge your ideas. So by adopting a growth mindset, I believe you will open up yourself to a world of endless possibilities. You will be able to open up yourself to a world that is unlimited. Let's imagine a scenario where you are learning, maybe you are learning Spanish, a new language, you are learning French, for example. At the beginner level, the words and the phrases, they will seem foreign to you because they are, and they will seem difficult for you to grasp. However, this is it, with consistent practice, when you immerse yourself in the language, when you expose yourself to people that speaks it as a native tongue, traditional speakers, when you expose yourself to people that are fluent in that particular language, your comprehension gradually improves. And as you reach an intermediate level, you start to understand conversations and you start to express yourself more fluently. See, the key takeaway here in this illustration is that your understanding of the language was limited to your initial level of comprehension. And as you progress in your studies of this new language, so did your ability to comprehend increase. Do you understand that? So it is important for you to know that to increase your comprehension, you must even first know your level. You must know where you are right now. You must know your level of comprehension. For you to be able to understand anything, you must know your level of comprehension. Do you have it in you? Then how can you grow in the level that you are right now? How can you be better? Do you understand me? So it's important for you to know that as you progress in learning whatever you're learning, so will your ability to comprehend also grows. Socrates said that the only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. The only true wisdom is in knowing that you know nothing. And that reminds us that humility and awareness of our limitations are essential for growth and understanding. So for you to be able to increase your comprehension, you must be humble enough that you don't know shit, that you don't know anything. When we acknowledge that there is always more to learn, there is always more to know, there is always more to understand, there is always more capacity for comprehension, we will open ourselves up to new knowledge, we will open ourselves up to new insight. So I want you to cultivate what I called intellectual curiosity. Cultivate intellectual curiosity. Be curious about the world around you. Be curious, be thirsty for knowledge. Be thirsty for knowledge. Explore diverse topics. Read books across various genres. All right, read books across various different type of books. Presently, I'm reading what's it called now? The Alchemist again. It's beautiful story there. So I want you to engage in non-fiction, fiction, read and read and read. Engage in discussions that will challenge your existing beliefs. That's why most people will say they don't have friends, because they know that when the shit hits the fan, they will not be able to they are not humble enough to listen to another person's opinion. They are not humble enough to say, this is what I believe, but let me hear you also. They are not even humble enough to defend their position because they will feel insulted. It's easy for people that have low self-esteem to take things personally. Not everything that people are talking it's about you. So it's important for you to expose yourself and engage in in discussions that will challenge your existing beliefs. Remember this: the more you seek to understand, the more your comprehension will expand. Let me repeat that. The more you seek to understand, the more your comprehension will expand. So the journey of comprehension is an ongoing one. It's not one thing, it's not a day's job. You must recognize that your current level of understanding is merely a stepping stone to greater knowledge and insight. So by acknowledging our limitations and actively seeking growth, we will be able to break through the barriers of comprehension, and we will be able to embrace a world of unlimited understanding. Let me conclude by saying this. I will encourage you to reflect on your own level of comprehension, all right? Are you willing to push beyond your current limits? Are you willing to challenge your existing beliefs? Are you willing to embrace the pursuit of knowledge? Those are the questions that I want you to ask yourself today. So remember, the key to unlocking higher levels of understanding lies in your willingness to expand your comprehension. What have we been talking about today? You won't understand anything above your current level of comprehension. So What are your current, what level are you right now? I want you to ask yourself, I want you to reflect, and I want you to think actively about what we've said. Thank you for joining me today on this enlightening, I believe, exploration. Thank you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.